Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. John Lester is on the mound for game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Gene Segura makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Swing and a liner. Foul.
First pitch, 120.
Lester has his target. Here he comes 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
And one thing in their corner, though, is they do have their ace going here this afternoon. So if anybody can get him out of this rut they're in, this is the guy.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, guys, this team can absolutely fly. They lead the league in stolen bases. So be patient and let those runners move into scoring position and then follow it up with clutch hits.
Into the windup and the pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Gamble is retired, 2 down now. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Danny Valencia gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
3-0 now. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Swing and a miss as he goes back to the cutter here. 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting fifth,
Kyle Seager will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Swinging a soft liner, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. James Paxton, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's having a very nice season so far. He's got an ERA in the low 3s. So hopefully he can continue that here in this one. Give his ball club a chance to win.
Javier Baez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
second baseman, Javier Baez.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. EK, you look at the M's entering play here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip. So lately, they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Ben Zobrist will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Gamble, and he makes the catch for the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
0-2.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Number 19 is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the... Number 19 will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Lester gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Tap fouled at home plate. Hard liner toward short. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Gerard Dyson will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Runner goes for second. Hit to first. Oh, look at the stop by Rizzo. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Mike Zunino will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Bounce to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Coming to the plate now, James Paxton, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Anthony Rizzo strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Anthony Rizzo.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Wilson Contreras will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Addison Russell will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him.
Now, this is exactly how you go about shutting down a leadoff dog. He turned right around, struck out the next two guys. So now they're going to need a little two-out magic if they're going to dent that scoreboard.
Standing in now, Ian Happ. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Gene Segura is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Hit hard towards second, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Settling in now, Ben Gamble. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
You know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Pitch outside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And in a scoreless ball game, a lot of times it's a manufactured run that gets your guys on the board first. And they'll have an opportunity to do so now as he's in scoring position on the stolen base.
Lester sets. Here's the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Now after the stolen base, and he thought of a bunt here to get him to third.
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here, I agree with EK. Just let him hack.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Wow, he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. One and one, here it is. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Alfaro on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Robinson Cano will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
Breaks is bad as this one's popped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Albert Alfaro digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Albert.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Stepping in now, John Lester, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So in just 1 turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And you can see the M's leaderboard in that category right there, as he currently finds himself 3rd best on the squad.
Yeah, I mean, strikeouts aren't a huge part of his game, but clearly he gets his fair share. Regardless, he's obviously an important part of this pitching staff.
Javier Baez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Kyle Seager is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Well, when you plug Kyle Seager into your lineup, you can pretty much pencil in 20 home runs plus and anywhere from 70 to 100 RBIs, and that's a very productive hitter.
Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground and reined in 1 away.
The batter,
Number 19 stands in. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Alfaro going back on it, still going back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
the center fielder, number 1.
Here's Gerard Dyson.
Jared
As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Happ is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Striding into the box,
3.
Mike Zunino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. Lester's ready. Here's the 1-1. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Mariners draw first blood here on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 1-0 Seattle. Ben Zobrist is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Here comes the first pitch.
And Sobris.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Swing and a miss for strike one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Grounder down the line at third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Hit to third. There is Seager. Throw gets him, 2 down. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. James Paxton will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Lester into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
The batter,
Gene Segura will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. In the air to right center. Happ has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Ben Gamble will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Danny Valencia will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Alfaro racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. Kyle Seager steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Baez. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Wilson Contreras will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Hit well on the ground to first. Valencia comes up with it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder,
Ian Happ stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here. And you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Ready now, Albert Alfaro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a surprise to see him running here with 2 outs. The only downside is that you kind of take the bat out of the hands of the guy at the plate. He's now staring at an 0-2 count.
Sent toward first. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. Still down 3-0. Hector Rondon will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Number 19 will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. We'll join this one here in the bottom of the 6th, already in progress. Ben Zobrist will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. The run scores from second. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And he'll try and knock it down at short, but it gets on by him.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Underhanded flip. Segura for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Brian Dunzing is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 32, Ryan
James
Dunzing.
Paxton will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Robinson Cano gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. Wilson Contreras will stand in now. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Wilson Contreras.
Paxton has his sign. First pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Two and 0.
No, that missed.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Gamble going back on it at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second, he'll try for third, and a fine start to the inning for the Cubbies. It's a leadoff triple. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Here's Addison Russell, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
1-1.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Belted high and deep into right center. Gamble racing back to the track. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half. 4-2 now. Ian Happ will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. In there, strike 1.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only 1 hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dyson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. C.J. Edwards will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 6, C.J. Edwards.
Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
On the move is Hayward, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he will make it there to start the 8th. It's a leadoff double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and 1 hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
First delivery to him on the way. Number 19 started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Hayward has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The center fielder,
Gerard Dyson will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
the catcher, number 3,
Mike Zunino strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
You'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy. So
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
right.
Andrew Albers is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Andrew Albert.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Second
Well, that's
baseman,
a
number
nice
9.
job at third of knowing
Javier
exactly
Baez.
where he is in relation to his surroundings. And he's able to make the play on the move to record that out.
Here's Javier Baez. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Ben Zobrist waits on deck. Sinker misses, ball 4.
And, you know, looking down the score sheet, that's the first walk of the game for these guys as a team. And with the way they've been swinging at everything, I wasn't even sure we'd see that.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. But the runner's back easily. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Hit hard towards the hole. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Chris Bryant will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Nick Vincent is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Vincent.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Anthony Rizzo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Now this needs to be a strike here on 2-2, because if not, now all of a sudden the runners are off with the next pitch.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pedro Strop come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Nick Vincent, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Yonder Alonso will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Swing and a high chopper. Rizzo is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gene Segura. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Lays off 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. Mike Montgomery will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Your attention,
Ben
please.
Gamble
Now
will be the
pitching
first
for
to
the
greet him here
Chicago
as he'll
Cubs,
stand in with a runner
number
at first
39.
and one away.
Well, he hasn't
Mike.
swung the bat all that well against the other guys, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a...
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
Here's a situation where there's a new reliever out there. You know he's going to be focused on getting ahead, and boom, you take off on the first pitch. Now you've really given him something to think about.
One out and a runner on second base. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Strike three on a pitch in the dirt, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Danny Valencia takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Nelson Cruz will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and two away. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Here's Segura around third, heading for the plate. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2.
Well, when you break it all down, there are three things you got to have to be successful. Pitching, defense, and the clutch hitting. These guys have been able to ride all three so far. That's a big two-out RBI there.
So it's a runner at first with two men out, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there he goes towards second. Drilled down the line. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. 5, 6, and 7. Nelson Cruz will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 23, Nelson Cruz.
Edwin Diaz is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin
Striding in to start the ninth, Wilson Contreras, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And he takes ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball. This is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Addison Russell comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Miguel Montero will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 47, Miguel Montero.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out. And the Mariners have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Well, it's just 2 games, but it sure sounds a whole lot better to say that they swept the series, and they'll make it back-to-back victories here in this quick 2-game set.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.
Find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
The Mariners win it